Today, we're diving into a topic that's as fascinating as it is controversial: martial law. What is it? How does it work? And what does it really mean for you if it's ever declared? We're breaking it all down: the good, the bad, and the downright scary. From historical examples to modern implications, we'll cover it all so you can fully understand this extraordinary measure of government control. Stick around until the end for some surprising facts about martial law you might not know, plus tips on how to stay informed and prepared during times of uncertainty. If this sounds like something you need to know, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get into it. When martial law is declared, civil liberties, which are the rights and freedoms guaranteed to individuals under a country's constitution or legal framework, may be restricted or suspended entirely. This suspension is typically justified by the government or military as necessary to restore order or address an emergency. However, it can have profound and far-reaching implications for the population. The government may restrict public statements, media coverage, and online communication. Censorship may be imposed on news outlets, social media, and other forms of communication to suppress dissent or control the narrative. Public gatherings, protests, and even small assemblies may be banned or require special approval. Violators may be arrested or detained without due process. Privacy protections, such as the need for warrants to search homes, tap phones, or seize property, are often suspended. Military or law enforcement may conduct searches and surveillance without judicial oversight. Example: in areas under martial law, checkpoints are often set up where vehicles and individuals are searched. Indiscriminately, curfews and travel restrictions are commonly imposed, limiting where people can go and when. Roads, borders, and public spaces may be closed or heavily monitored. Example: in Hawaii during World War II, martial law included strict curfews and the regulation of civilian movement to maintain security after the Pearl Harbor attack. Journalists may be silenced and independent reporting suppressed to control the dissemination of information. Propaganda may be used to replace free and unbiased reporting. Example: in many instances of martial law, state-run media becomes the sole source of official news, silencing opposition voices. Implications for citizens' loss of trust. People may feel alienated from their government, especially if abuses occur. Abuse of power. Without checks and balances, those in power can exploit martial law to target opponents or consolidate authority's psychological impact. Living under constant surveillance or restrictions can create fear, anxiety, and a loss of personal freedom. Real-world concerns. While martial law is intended to be a temporary solution, the suspension of civil liberties often sparks long-term debates about government overreach. When does martial law cross the line into authoritarianism? Accountability. Who monitors the military or government during such times? Human rights. How can the rights of individuals be protected during emergencies? Key features of martial law. The military may take over law enforcement duties, bypassing civilian police forces. Curfews, restrictions on movement, or other controls on daily life might be imposed. Martial law is meant to be a temporary solution, used only during extreme emergencies where regular laws and government systems cannot function. The extent of martial law can vary widely, from localized areas to nationwide implementation. It can significantly affect political, economic, and social life. Common reasons for declaring martial law: natural disasters. When local authorities are overwhelmed, for example, after a catastrophic hurricane or earthquake. Civil unrest, to control riots, large-scale protests, or uprisings. War or invasion, to secure national defense during a foreign attack. Government instability, when a government is under threat or unable to function due to internal issues. Historical examples. During the Civil War, martial law was declared in certain areas to maintain order. In 1941, martial law was declared in Hawaii after the attack on Pearl Harbor, Philippines. Ferdinand Marcos declared nationwide martial law in 1972, which lasted until 1981, to suppress opposition and extend his rule. Thailand. Martial law has been imposed several times due to political instability and military coups. In short, martial law is a drastic measure used in times of crisis when normal governance cannot maintain law and order. While it can restore stability, it often raises serious questions about civil liberties and government accountability. Understanding martial law isn't just about knowing the rules. It's about knowing your rights, recognizing potential overreach, and staying prepared. History has shown us that while martial law can provide order, it also tests the resilience of democracy and the strength of a society's values. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to understand the impact of martial law. Drop your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about the balance between security and freedom during emergencies? Let's keep the conversation going.